everybody, and thank you for being here with us on Must Be Nice with Kyle Adams, Chad Johnson. That's Kyle Adams, and I'm Chad Johnson. Hello. Intro complete. Perfect. I don't know, like, duh. There's part of me that's like, you got to do an intro. It's got to be a thing. But like, it's they clicked on a thing. If anybody's watching this, it's not like an accident. They saw the title. They don't need to. I get so weird and uncomfortable with the whole like, well, you got to be you're official, but it's a podcast. Who gives a shit about being official?
Yeah, I
You know,
feel the same way.
I go so back and forth on that whole thing, and it just drives me crazy because it's like I want to put out good things, and like it's fun just having an output of something, because I can't fucking do comedy, and like I don't know, it's just nice to have something going on and have an excuse to check in with people and everything.
Yeah, no,
But
I really enjoy this because this is like the only thing I do every week. Like for sure. It's literally right now, this podcast is the one thing I for sure do every week. So it's like my
yeah,
structure now.
yeah, it's nice to kind of have a structure that's like, oh well, I said I would. Well, okay, well
Mhm,
that's about it. And like
exactly.
yeah, it's there's an interesting part of it because it's like nobody is telling me that, like, with any of the like editing things that I like to do, nobody's like, hey, you should you know get on that if I'm like slacking off or anything. So
Mhm.
it's only, I don't know, it's only me, whoever. I have a lot of anxiety with it, so it's like there's a lot of like, oh fuck, I didn't put up a picture on Instagram for it, and then I go like, who gives a shit? It's not, that's actually not that important to, and I'm, it's not like I'm trying to, I don't know, make a thing that, you know I'm just, it's just a hobby. But like it gets to me because like I guess it's just the social media aspect of it that gets to you
Yeah.
if you output anything on social media, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And you always like second guess yourself about stuff. And yeah, I get that way with Instagram stories. I'm like, is this stupid? Like, and then I've deleted them a few times where I'm like, I was like, this is dumb. Like, just not
Yeah,
happy with it. I just
yeah, and but it's like, so in my head it's like I don't want to put something up that's dumb, but
yeah.
also if I think it's funny at that time, who gives, who, like, it's one of the, who gives a shit? So it's like, I do I think that someone's going to go to my page and look at it like a fucking actual, like, scroll down and be like, oh interesting, oh wait, oh that's funny, oh interesting, this guy's great, and just like scroll? Do people do that?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't. And like I haven't
Maybe.
done that since, like, I guess I first found Facebook and was like, oh cool, a new person, neat. But
Hmm.
now it's like, and you see a new person, you're like, who the fuck is this? Is this person real? Who is this? Like, how come so many people are, I don't know how to, what the fuck? I
Yes,
don't.
how do all my friends know this person? I've
Yeah,
never met them before.
yeah.
And then you always have I think we talked about this. You always have the patient zero who has for the
Oh
porn
yeah,
box. You're like in the right in the corner.
yeah, it's
It's
true.
always the same. It's always the same dude, and you're like, "Fuck you." You're like, "I'm delete," and then you're like, "I'm gonna delete this guy because I've gotten like 10 porn bot requests."
That's so true. Oh, I can think of like three faces I always see. That's true. That's great, dude. There was a do you ever like take someone's email and just put it in a bunch of stuff to be like, ah, fuck you? In
No,
like, in like middle school,
oh, that
there
Red
was a
Robin will have actually.
oh, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
But like there was this is like a guerrilla viral, whatever that was before it even, so it was like it was a Hotmail account, and the guy's name was it doesn't matter. But the email, his email was just, it was just his name backwards,
Uh
but it
huh.
was also kind of a funny like thing. So anyway, it like spread around the school to take that guy's email because it just like, he was like, just said it. He's like, oh, this is my email. 'Cause back when it was like, who gives a shit? That's, you can give people your email and that's not going to be a problem. But now it's like, you can get too much shit in it. but yeah, so it like spread across the whole school of like, oh, just Gabe, just take his email and put it in as many things and sign up for as many things as you can, and like subscriptions to a bunch of stuff, and just see how much. And he got so like upset. He was like, oh damn it, that was my name, and you just like ruined it. But whatever. Yeah. I guess not a high point, but
I
that
used
is
to
just,
do that. I used to do that with people's telephone numbers if they had Red Robin royalty and they were dicks to me and they didn't tip me well. I would take their telephone number because I had it written down, and I would like apply for a bunch of shit, or I would like sign them up for newsletters and like
yeah, the ones that
text.
come to your text. Yeah,
So they end up getting like a bunch of like robocalls and shit.
that's fun.
I did it with email a couple times because sometimes they would write down their email, but yeah, that's always fun.
Dude, I just, speaking of email, so this Christmas we got my daughter a computer. So last Christmas and like kind of holiday season, I feel like I just fucking whiffed it as a person. I didn't really do a good job being like thoughtful toward people, and I had like zero money and I was really stressed out. Same kind of story on the money situation. It's just it's not great, but I managed it better. So um did a better job this year. I'm just kind of I got really stoned before we started this, and then there was a dog issue, and then yeah. So
I
anyway,
do.
um, yeah. So I got her a computer, and this morning I set it up because I want it to be like ready when she opens it, and so she doesn't have to deal with all that bullshit at the beginning. So I did that, and there's certain accounts I signed her up for that it's like I know she won't have access to certain things, so I'm signing my daughter in, and I'm creating her an account where I'm like lying about her age. I'm like, nah, she's 14, because it's like 13 is the cutoff, and it doesn't allow you a lot of certain things that she's not, she's really responsible, so that doesn't apply. But it's a
Mhm,
weird thing lying to like, because like I lie about my age all the time. I mean, I used to when I was like younger than 18 or whatever,
mhm.
for websites, and so it just that kind of trigger happens in my brain. Like I'm lying about my daughter's age on a computer. I'm signing her up for things and lying about it, so she has. It's just a weird fucking thing, but it'll be cool.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember doing that. I remember it didn't matter the birthday you set, so I would just be like, "Yeah, I was born in 1901. Fuck you."
Yeah, yeah,
You know, like you just said it so like because you like some people actually would sit there and do the math. I remember I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. Just fucking any birthday that's
yeah.
pick something in the 70s. Like that's like that shit was funny.
Dude, I just
Yeah,
watched.
we used to do that all the time.
Have you seen The Nice Guys?
Yeah, I saw that in theaters. That's a good movie.
Nice. Yeah, I just watched it last night,
That's
and it
really funny.
so it started. You know how like the generation before us, I guess Generation X, or is Generation
Mhm.
X, are they boomers? I don't know which ones are. Or is
Gener-
boomer
so
just a behavior?
Boomer, I feel like Generation X people get confused for boomers all the time because they're kind of adjacent. They're like they followed the boomers. Generation X is like the people who did drugs and sat around before the internet. Like that's like
Okay.
that's kind of who and then the boomers are like I don't know. It's weird because my dad's technically a boomer, but so is his like his mom, kind of. I don't know. It's a large gap. But yeah,
Yeah, like
generation.
my dad would be X and boomer. It always seemed like, because he would
Yeah,
say
yeah,
both of those kinds of things.
yeah. They definitely they're adjacent to each other for sure. Like uh, Generation Xers, I feel like are a lot of the ones who want to be like, oh well, your generation got participation trophies. Like they're talking
Yeah,
about like
yeah.
I think that would be a lot of them. You know, they're really into Motley Crue and they like I don't know.
So I was kind of thinking about it when I was watching The Nice Guys, and I had a little bit of understanding toward that generation, because the movie really captures how different everything was. So it was like
Hmm.
your kid could actually go, in a, adjacent lot and just go hang out or whatever. And there was just a lot of like she was what, 13 in that movie, his daughter,
Hmm.
and she like drove him around all the time.
Oh
And it
yeah,
was like,
he was a drunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's like the laws were so not really there yet, and there was a lot less people
Hmm.
everywhere. So I feel like everything changed so drastically for that generation that they got so fucking upset. It's kind of like it's kind of like us. Because like when we were young, it was just like super simple, and it was like, dude, we got internet one, and it's fucking cool, and it's like we could, you know, there was this website that I used to go to called hamandcheese.com, and it was just an index of links, and they were just numbers, and it was just you
Hmm.
click on one, and it's like, oh, or you click on one, and you're like, oh, cool, great video, or and so it's just anyway. So I feel like we kind of have that same thing of our surroundings and the way that everybody's dealing with it
Hmm.
getting changed and kind of pissed off about it because that's how I feel. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, just fucking be like, I don't know. It seemed like everything up until what the last 5 years or however long it's been since everything's been pretty like pressure cooker crazy.
Mhm.
I feel like it's been like common sense is the thing that makes everything makes the works, and that's how it's always felt. But maybe that was just my bubble of people that I've always been around.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's kind of it. It's as humans, we're constantly trying to adapt to the situation, and I feel like whatever age we were at when we first, someone put it really good. They said like whenever you first started getting laid, that's when like that's the music you like is from that era. The TV shows, like just like that's the time in your head where you're like, yeah, things made sense then. And you're like, yeah, it's because you were getting laid and you were
Yeah.
like, you had endorphins and you were happy and you were young,
Yeah,
you know.
at the time that you were getting laid at the beginning of that, and you had almost no responsibilities. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do feel like a lot does change regardless, though, and it's hard to kind of roll with it. And I do feel like it's that whole frog in the boiling pot situation where it's just things just keep getting a little shittier every year, and then no one notices because it's happening so slowly and so
Yeah.
gradually. For sure, like there's definitely something to that. I don't know. I try to be optimistic, but it's tough. It's really hard
Yeah.
sometimes. It's really hard.
Yeah. I mean, mm, it's when me at least, when because I deliver pizza in an area that is like just the most ghetto, and it's just hardcore. Um, I don't know. I just see a lot of I don't know, take the easy way out behavior, which I guess that's the American dream or whatever of people like you can just fucking not do anything and it works. And I don't know, I mean, sure, sure. That's a hard thing for me to like see and be okay with and not be like, hey, you could do anything. Like, I don't know. I guess there's not that many cases of that, but it really hits hard when you just see someone like they're getting a lot of government money and you're like dude, like $40 in pizza a day to like
Oh
this
Jesus.
same dude, and it's like a stack. It's a fucking like he gets like three pizzas and two pastas with a bread bowl, and it's like, man, what? I don't know. I mean, but like I kind of understand it because at a certain point it's like, what the fuck? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
He's
You
like
get stuck.
a 50-year-old guy, so it's like I don't know. He doesn't get
Is he,
up.
is he eating all of that like in like a day or two?
Yeah,
Oh, that's insane.
yeah.
That's
So it's
sad.
like, yeah. So I guess
I
at that
feel
point it's a fucking illness.
I always feel sad if I order pizza and I'm alone. Like was like a great idea. But I always feel sad when I eat because I always eat the whole fucking thing. It doesn't like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't help it. Like so, it's like you have to order less, but then God, I can't even imagine that just sitting there eating two whole pizzas and then pasta as well, and then just oh, I guess I'll order more tomorrow. I ran out. You gotta go to the
Yeah.
grocery. You gotta call up the grocery store that delivers. Oh man,
It's interesting to see the I don't know.
that
People
guy's
are different.
food. That guy's food pyramid is just a fucking. It's literally just sugar.
Yeah.
It's literally just carbs and sugar. Oh man, I don't
But
know. I just don't want to get. I don't want to get to that way. Like my dad is weird. He's fine like eating the same thing every day. Like
mhm.
and it's just for work. Like he'll eat different stuff for like breakfast and dinner, but he'll like for lunch at work, he'll just like eat microwave burritos and he like eats them every single day. And you're like, dude, how do you
They're
like
really
it's
good
usually
though. They're really
yeah,
good.
I mean they're not bad, but like
I probably
every
get
fucking
microwave.
day.
I guess maybe not microwave, but there's a little a Mexican market owned by a Korean family. I fucking it's my
Mhm.
favorite store, like one of my favorite stores in Salem. It's so cool. Uh, but I go in there and I get a chimichanga and a bean and beef and a
Ooh.
ranch, and I just go and I pull over and I just sit in my car and I just eat it like a monster. Dude, it's so fucking good. And I oh man, there's nothing better than just turning on a podcast and like just eating in your car. I don't know why that's so great. I think it's because nobody's looking at me.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking
I
at me going like, "You got shit all over your face, dipshit." And then no, I don't care. It's everywhere. It's awesome. Crumbs. Ugh. Who gives a shit?
I did
Ugh.
that. I ate a Subway sub in the parking lot of Walmart the other day,
Yes.
and
Yes.
people were staring at me, and I was like, "This sucks." I was like, "This sucks." I was like, "I hate being stared at like this, but I'm so hungry, and I'm just gonna devour." I ate a foot long just sitting in the parking lot before I went into Walmart, and I was just covered. Like I was brushing off crumbs like on my way in and shit.
You're supposed to
Oh,
put a bunch of stuff on your clothes before you walk into a Walmart. That's the rules.
yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I look too good. These clothes are too clean. I shouldn't be walking into Walmart. Oh man, I had a fucking panic attack at Walmart recently. There was just too many people there. I was trying to grab. I don't really, I don't really have much to like many people to buy for Christmas except for my little niece, and they're moving away this year. So I was like, I want to get her a couple things this year. I wanted to try and come through a little better,
Mhm.
and I went last night at like 6 p.m. and I just looked over at the toy section and it's just no one was social distancing, just like a bunch of people didn't have masks on, everyone was
Oof.
just running around and I was like I had a panic attack almost and I just had to get the fuck out of there. And I went back this morning at like 9 a.m. And got her a couple things. But dude, I was like freaking out. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This place is gross. I like had a cart and I got too high is the other thing. I didn't know
Yeah,
why
that'll do
I
it.
didn't know I had a cart and I was just pushing around a cart and I was like having this cart is like making me very immobile like cuz people are moving so slow like if I didn't have a cart I could just dip in and out of the aisles and
Yeah.
then I was just had all this like inner monologue going on, and then I was like, dude, I'm having a freak out right now. This isn't good. So I pushed the cart off to the side where it wouldn't bug anybody, and then I just walked the fuck out of there. I was like, I'm getting the fuck. I was like, I gotta leave this place. It's like a zoo right now. Like,
Yeah. I was in Fred Meyer like 3 days ago, and I was just looking at something just right here, and I'm like, I'm looking at things that require. I don't want to say it out loud right now because there's people that can hear me talking, and I don't want anybody to get ideas in their head of like what I might be buying for Christmas. So uh, there's a booklet that has to do with the thing I'm looking at, and I have to find the right one. So I'm looking through the little booklet, which I already hate doing because I'm touching all sorts of stuff already. I don't like that. So whatever. And then two people walk to, and they stand on either side behind me, and they're not far. They're like a foot behind me, and I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna freak out. I'm gonna just whatever. And then I see them pointing at which ones the things, and their hands are going within my eyesight. So they're like over my shoulder and like just like literally like around me, invading my space. And I was like, whoa, okay, can you back up? And then I just walked away and I went and found my daughter in the toy section. I was like, dude, whew. So yeah, yeah, it's hard to not fucking flip out all the time, but that's I don't I don't want to go on the internet, man.
Yeah. Um, Fucking Tom Cruise had a bad flip out because of social distancing. Did you hear about this?
No, but I love it. I
It
love
was
Tom
on
Cruise.
the
I love it. I love everything he does, even the aliens he believes in. I love that. I love that
yeah,
he does that.
he had a freak out on the set of Mission Impossible 19 or whatever fucking one they're on at this point, and he screamed at his crew because they were like standing too close to each other. Like I get where he's coming from, but he had like a massive freak out, and it was really funny. I heard the audio clip from that.
It's
You got to
not
check
going
that.
to put food on their table or pay for their college education. That's what I sleep with every night. The future of this fucking industry. Crew scolds crew for disobeying guidelines.
Yeah.
I actually don't understand. It's not going to put food on their table. What?
He
That's an odd
he's
excerpt
been
that I just read. It doesn't make it's out of
yeah,
context.
he's out of context. He's been paying them out of pocket. I think because he's like
Oh, okay.
he's the main producer on that series,
I
which is
see.
funny to me because like Hollywood helped him make two Mission Impossible movies, and then he busted his ass to get the third one made, and he made it himself basically. And he's the only one. I
What's the
feel like
third one?
he's the only one who like they're fun or whatever, but I feel like he's like the biggest fan of that series because he like put all of his money into it now. You know,
When I
last one
was
I saw was the Dubai one. That one was cool.
that was what? Rogue Nation or Fallout?
That was Ghost Protocol, I believe.
Ghost Protocol. That's the one that had the car and the thing that went like "Kuh." That was cool.
Yeah,
I like that part.
yeah, I like that movie. I like the whole like him climbing on the outside of that giant building in Dubai. He had like
Yeah,
the suction cups. That was cool.
yeah. I was watching Mission Impossible 3 is the one with Kerry Russell, right?
Hmm.
I was watching that one in the theater, and it was like just to the point where they're in like the Philippines,
Hmm.
something like that. And then it's like the clock is counting down toward the thing going off in Kerry Russell's head, and then that's at that point the fucking movie just cuts off and the lights go on. And so
Yeah.
like everybody gets up and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then like the people come out and they're like, "We fixed it." And then there was like the next part was just after that part because they fixed it and everybody was outside in the lobby going like, "What's going on?" There's like 8 people,
Hmm.
and so there was a crucial part that we missed, and that was kind of fun, just
Oh,
as
that
an
sucks.
experience.
Me and Averman went to go see the Meg, and there was like
Oh
a
hell
fire.
yeah!
There was a fire that went off at the mall, and they had to evacuate everyone until the fire was put out. And we waited outside for 30 minutes, and we were already at that point in the movie. We were like, "Dude, this movie sucks," and then we had to wait 30 minutes and then go back to finish the last like hour or so that was left. It was so funny.
I could
But
see Ammerman taking one of those two sides, like either being like, "This movie sucks, man," or just being so indignant and like, "This movie, we gotta get back in there. What the fuck?" And like, get in
mhm.
there and fix it or whatever.
It was pretty funny. Um, I think he left his beer sitting there, and he just like came back and drank it like afterward. Like his beer had been sitting there for like 30 minutes. Um, yeah, that movie was weird because it was like you couldn't tell if it was trying to be so bad it could be good, like one of those movies,
Right.
or if it was like legitimately trying to be good. I think was the problem with it. Like if it would have leaned into it, like the Sharknado movies or something like that, something a little more like tongue in cheek, they could have really had something great there. But they were like,
Yeah.
I don't know, they tried to take it too seriously. I think
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the
really
like
fucking movie.
I haven't seen any of the Goof Out movies that are like like I haven't seen the monster movies or whatever. Uh or whatever you call it, animal attack movies.
I know what you mean.
Piranha 3D, didn't see that. I mean I didn't see the old Piranha from the what, 70s?
Yeah.
Uh Zombievers, haven't seen that. I
Oh,
think the
crawl,
closest I what?
crawl with the alligators in Florida. Have you seen that?
Oh, no way, dude. I saw the trailer to that and I was like, that's all claustrophobic. And that, oh,
Yeah, yeah, that one freaked me out. That one hit a little too close to home,
yeah.
but it was really silly. It made me laugh at least.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Deep Blue Sea, I
I
liked.
love Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
and
just,
what a great movie!
it's great.
My favorite part of that movie is still Sam Jackson explaining how they're going to survive the situation, and
Uh-huh.
then he gets eaten in the middle of his speech. It's so
Yeah,
fucking stupid. It's so stupid,
I love
and it's
that.
worse CGI now. Like looking back on it, it's like really bad CGI. It looks like a PS1 like load screen. Like,
So Sam Jackson and LL Cool J both in that movie. LL Cool J, great job. Fucking one of my favorite things he's ever done, including his music.
yep.
Uh, but they both have a deal through Kangol, the hat company.
Hmm.
So it's just interesting that they're both in that movie. I wonder if vice versa, like if one got the and was like, hey, we can all same agent, you know. I wonder
So
if
yeah,
that
they both wear beanies, don't they? Or like the berets.
well, yeah, Sam Jackson's is one of those backwards ones, so it's like
Yeah.
tied on front, and LL Cool J's is I think it's got the thing all the way around it, almost like
Uh,
it's like a toned down Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai. Oh man, I my favorite part of that movie, like the cheesiest part though, I gotta say is probably LL Cool J is hiding from the shark in an oven, and the
Yeah,
shark turns the oven on for that, and the
yeah,
shark like, hits the oven with its snout and is like, ding, like, oh man.
that's great. What are you doing for this Christmas?
I'm probably hanging out with my friends and their kid, my little niece, because they're gonna be moving to North Carolina. So
Your friends and their kid, who is your niece?
yeah, I call her my niece
Okay,
basically. I
cool.
don't have brothers and sisters, so she's the closest thing I have to like a niece.
Yeah,
But I've been
that's cool.
I usually end up hanging out with them, and they've been in my COVID bubble, so they're.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I've been hanging out with. They don't really hang out with anybody, so it'll be cool. I would be a little sad about it though because they're leaving, but
Where are they going?
they're going to North Carolina, so they're going to be heading out for a bit. So I'm probably not going to see them for a little while until
Oh,
I can
bummer.
there and visit.
Yeah, isn't that so? People move away and they're like, "Come visit," and it's always like, "Yeah, yeah," because like, okay, so
It doesn't happen. It
no,
if it
no,
does
it
happen,
sucks.
it doesn't happen like very frequently. Like I mean, I haven't been back to visit Florida since I moved, and I've been out
Yeah,
here almost 10 years. So
yeah,
I'm like, it's gonna be a minute. So I mean, I'm just worried. I'm like I might not. She's like 7 now, and I might not see her again until she's like a teenager. So I'm gonna miss out on all these like I don't know. It's whatever. I'm trying not to be selfish because it's a good move for them, obviously. But
yeah, for sure.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of family, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be kind of shitty. But
Do
oh
you,
well,
do you,
got her.
do you and your do you and your
What's
dad
that?
hang out on Christmas?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably hang out with him too. So I mean, that'll be cool.
Nice.
I bought him a new bed, and I got him. He wanted me to pick up some of the Beatles movies, so I got him Help, which is one of the Beatles movies. It's pretty good.
Wait, you should have got him the help.
Help, yeah, I know. I got my yeah for Christmas. I got my Help.
Whoops.
If he's needed it, the Help.
it'd be a fun move to get the help and be like, Beatles movie, right? And he'd be like,
Yeah,
and then get them both. I
yeah,
always
just the
like
fun.
I always like playing pranks that don't have an actual negative impact on people.
Uh-huh.
So like if I'm so like this is one of my favorites. So if I'm on my way to somewhere and I'm almost to the place that I'm meeting someone, I say
Uh-huh.
like oh, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. And then I show up right when they're like right and I like wait till they read the message and like show up right after that. So that's like I like that.
I've done that before.
But then you might like catch someone like jerking off or something.
Uh-uh.
Didn't think
You
about
just
that.
like you just barge in.
Yeah.
They're like, sweet, 15 minutes. I got exactly that's
Yeah.
all I need. That's all I need. Perfect.
Yeah, 15 minutes is a perfect amount of time. Back to reality. Okay.
No, no, I mean, me and my dad's thing is pretty chill. It's like, it's like we tell each other what we're gonna get each other. Basically, we don't do anything super special, but it's it's whatever. It's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, we just watch movies and fuck around. And my favorite was the the first year that he came to visit to check out to see if he wanted to move here. He like I had been out here about 2 years, and he came out. It was like 2013, and he was staying in a hotel, and we were just watching like Christmas movies, and I was smoking I was smoking hash in the hotel bathroom. It was really cool. He's getting stoned, drinking like we were drinking porter because he likes dark beer, so that was kind of cool.
Hmm.
But
So we're just gonna
I went a little crazy on Amazon for Christmas. Not super crazy, but like just buying shit for myself. Like I got it's a wireless controller for 64. Look at this thing.
dude, I think I just saw one of those on a that dude. Okay, so Facebook is starting to like pre-advertise. That's
Yep.
what's happening now. Holy shit. I just saw I don't know if it's that exact thing. What's the receiver look like? That's for the Nintendo 64, right?
Yeah. It's the receiver. The receiver has
Looks like a
the
Wavebird
regular plug.
plugin
Yeah, it looks like that, but it also has a spot for your memory card to plug into.
on
Yeah.
the receiver.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
'Cause it doesn't have the back doesn't have the memory card. And then the Z button's right here instead of like being at the bottom. But I'm excited to use this. I haven't gotten a chance to use it just yet.
Nice.
But
That's really cool.
it works for Switch too, but you have to do like a firmware
Dude,
update on your computer. But
that's so
I went a
dude,
little crazy with that stuff.
it's fucking weirding me out how I just looked at those like
Hmm.
45 minutes before we started. And then I was like just like reading about them right after. That's so crazy.
I got that, and then I bought a EverDrive. Have you heard of the EverDrive?
EverDrive.
So it's
Mm.
a cartridge that has a slot for an SD card, and it you can download ROMs onto it and play them directly on your 64. So it's
Yep.
basically I bought a cartridge that has every 64 game ever on it. So
How much are those?
they're like $50 if you get them from the right place. I bought it on Amazon and it was a bit more, but
That's fine. That's all the games.
it's still, I know, that's what I said. I was like, dude, it's every game. And you can download ROM hacks. So have you like there's some really cool ones on there. Like they've hacked Mario 64 and Zelda and all this stuff. And they take away certain items and they add certain items and they change the levels up and stuff. And I'm like, dude, the possibilities like endless with this stuff. Like I love this technology. It's so cool.
Yeah. I was always afraid to mod things. Like I always wanted to. I mean, I rooted my, remember the droid, like the droid, that thing,
Yeah.
like a fucking tank. So I modded that, and that was kind of fun. I mean, I just rooted it, which was like the same kind of thing when it was at that point. But you could do a little extra stuff. But I used a program on the computer, so I didn't really know what I was doing.
Hmm.
But I was always afraid to mod game consoles because it's like that's like a I have a hard time buying a new game console. I think if like my PlayStation ever died, I'd be so like, well, I can't fucking get another one and I have to have a PlayStation. What the fuck is
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
Sell
know
my
what you
car.
mean.
yeah, it's not often that I can just go get something like that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's super awesome because like I had what was it called on the DS? Remember that one? I think it was called the R4DS. Does that
Hmm.
sound familiar?
That sounds familiar.
R4DS. And I think uh anyway, so same kind of thing. Uh and it had all the DS games and you could get a yeah, that's what it's called. You could get Super Nintendo games on there. So that was really cool and it's just the same kind of thing. You can put all the games on there.
Hmm.
But what it did for me is like you ever play a game for a while and then you're like, let's turn on all the cheats. Let's get
Hmm.
unlimited money. And then you play it and you go, ah, fuck, I ruined the game. Like it's like if you play it normally, you're like, but I could so easily cheat and get a bunch of money and just do this. But
Hmm.
when you do that, it makes the game less interesting sometimes.
Yeah, because
Sometimes,
you defeated the reason to even play it
yeah,
because you skip ahead. It's like skipping ahead in a book. It's I know what
yeah,
you mean though. Like there's sometimes you're like, I'm kind of bored with this. Let's fuck with the physics of the game or something. Like those kind of cheats are always fun. I
yeah.
like
That's why
that. And
like mods are cool now. Like to
yeah.
see that be available, just like making Skyrim batshit crazy
Oh
and
yeah. That's so fun.
Fallout. Those are the only ones I've ever fucked with mods, but I play those games as an absolute cheater now. I'm just a god walking around. It's awesome. I've beaten them plenty. I paid my dues,
Yeah.
but now I'm just a fucking lady with a top hat and Coke bottle glasses with a trench coat, just one hitting everything with a baseball bat.
I
Fucking
love it.
awesome.
That's so great.
What was the first instance of like cheats? Remember, like I remember.
I would say GoldenEye for me. It was probably the first game I remember cheating in.
Oh yeah, because they had the unlockable cheats. That was like
Mhm.
yeah, that was the way to like that was built into the game in an obvious way because like you could it was like an achievement kind of like so once you
Mhm.
beat the game maybe like without dying or whatever you get a certain uh like amount of cheats or maybe you could just do cheats enabled but I think you had to unlock certain ones.
Yeah, you had to get to a certain point of the game
Okay.
for sure. I think it had to be like you had to beat it on agent mode or something. But I remember getting like DK mode and
Yeah.
everyone had big arms and big heads and
Yeah.
I feel like that was the first game I remember and then Grand Theft Auto was like the first time I remember like cheats breaking a game. Like that was the first time I'm like, holy shit! Like Grand Theft Auto 3, the flying tank cheat. You remember that?
No.
If you put on like moon gravity or whatever, and then you you turned if you turned the gun of the tank the opposite way and started like driving and firing it,
Oh,
it would build
awesome.
enough momentum and you would start flying, but you couldn't control it, and then the tank would just be like, and it would start, and you just end up crashing and blowing up. But it was fun. It was almost like it was similar to like in Mario 3 with the little raccoon tail because you had to keep pressing the button to keep your momentum going and like
Oh,
keep
that's kind of fun.
yeah, but it was I remember that being ridiculous, and then half the time it would break the game. Like the game would just freeze and just.
I played Vice City on PC, and it was so like you could kind of it was really cool because you could go into the texture in like into the files, and you could like draw whatever you want on his shirt and like make his face just like I made like a silhouette person, and it was just fun to play the whole game like that. And so it's just a silhouette talking and fucking Ray Liotta's voice coming out. God, Vice
That
City is so good. Fuck.
was a really fun game.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I'm getting it again.
I miss those days.
it's just so bright. It's fucking my I don't know. I love everything like that. I just want to go back to like fucking transport me to 1983 and just
Mhm.
like Miami where everybody's just on drugs and but that's bad. Dude, I don't know. We were doing like some of the Hanukkah podcast things
Mhm.
and it's that's like very Hanukkah centric but like I don't know about Hanukkah that much. So it's just it was fun to have someone talk about something like the person we had on because Patty Mansbach, she
Mhm.
started talking about drugs and I was like, oh, here we go, let's fucking talk drugs. And so we like I got all excited and I was like, dude, when you have this many oxy, oh, it just feels so fucking great. And she's like, I know, that's we just like went down this whole path and I realized that for a good 5 minutes of the strict 30-minute time frame was just about hard drugs, and I was like, oh, whoops,
Is that what's the Hanukkah equivalent of Oxy? Like you had um
Huxley.
you had like yeah, Hoxy. No, you have like 30 milligrams and it lasts you 5 days instead of two or something.
Oh
It's
yeah,
uh,
yeah. I rationed this. I rationed these Percocet out for. I only had enough Percocet for one day, but somehow I learned how to snort it and then made it last longer.
miraculously. It's a
Fucking, I
Hanukkah.
put it. Yeah, I I I learned how to boof an eighth of it, so then I
Oh
could
God, boof.
feel it right away.
I've never boofed anything. Luckily, I've
I haven't
never.
either, but
It's never crossed my mind.
yeah, no, yeah, I was gonna say I don't as a person, I'm not above it because
Yeah, no, I mean, I never even crossed my mind though.
Yeah, because I've just done some really dumb things to find a way to get high in any way. I snorted Similac once because I squished up a Vicodin pill on my sister's. Oh, Similac, do you know what that is? It's
What
a
is that?
fake. It's fake milk for babies
Oh
that you
no.
mix with water. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was at my sister's house and I had a Vicodin problem and just crushed up a Vicodin with a spoon and there was like a thing of Similac and there just was some on the counter and
Yeah.
I like I was really fucking high right before this. So I crushed it, turned around to like wash the spoon off, and I turned around and I snorted Similac, and it just turns into like this fucking bread dough in my nose. And I was like, ah, and then I saw the Vicodin over there, and I was like, oh, cool, great. But got a got a little lesson out of it, and now I can say I've snorted Similac.
Oh man, that's a fuck. Are you on to prenatal vitamins yet? Like, have you? It's rough, man.
uh, man, but
Gateway drug.
I tried rolling Percocet into a blunt one time and
Ooh.
like sprinkling it in there. That doesn't work. And also
Yeah.
it just fucking just ruins the whole smoke of everything.
Hmm.
I never really like that's probably the closest I've done to like lighting uh uh opiates on fire to oh shit, cool. Okay. To get high off them. Sorry, dog's legs haven't really worked the last couple days and he just got up and walked away. So
Gosh.
uh cool. Big Ben. He's a saint.
I had a buddy who I remember there was a guy we hung out with who he smoked oxycontin in a bowl like it was weed, like by itself one time, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
weird.
I
I
can't
don't know
imagine
what
that
was getting out of that.
I can't imagine it working. I mean, I can't imagine it working.
It's like a waste. Yeah, it seems like a waste.
Yeah, and it just like so the pills taste so bad.
Yeah,
Like it's like have you ever tasted like Molly?
yeah.
Yeah. It's like I mean, I guess it's not as bad as Molly. Molly's really bad. It's one of
Mm.
the weirdest tastes.
I got to a point when I was doing them that I liked the taste of the drip. Like I was like, but that just meant that I was like about to have a good time. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't like it was just I had gotten over the taste, and
it's a
it
positive association.
yeah, it became like a Pavlov's dog thing. Like,
Yeah,
ooh, time
it's
to salivate. Like,
it's like the smell of my thumb, dude. My thumb smells so good because I put out fucking weed bowls with it.
yep.
Yep, and because it was in my butt.
You smoke weed in your butt?
Oh
I
yeah,
knew it.
you have to.
You got bum
There's
bowls over there.
yeah, can't I don't, there's no I can't get high anymore. I got to smoke it through my ass. I got to boof weed smoke.
You gotta have
You
someone
know,
shock into your butthole.
those stomp rockets. You
Oh
like
god.
you stomp on the thing and you put and a rocket goes up. So, dude, perfect.
Oh my god. Just have a rig set up with like PVC pipe and
Well,
fucking
yeah, and then when you get a fart right after that.
yep.
Man, what a treat! I'm gotta invent a weed colonic.
Oh man, that sounds fantastic. Just
Actually,
CBD
it sounds
too.
it's just bong water in your asshole.
Oh no, that sounds
That's-
awful.
no, that sounds terrible. Oh my god.
I am so bad about spilling my bong or kicking it over.
Oh fuck.
I I almost don't deserve to have a bong, I feel like. I
Yeah,
just
I've
a
spilled
poor
so many
bong
bongs and
user.
bubblers. I don't even have. I haven't even got one in a long time,
Yeah.
just because it's. I broke my last bong. I don't know. As soon as there's a crack in anything, I'm like, fuck this thing. It's garbage.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Know what you mean.
Uh, I like keeping my things really nice. It's weird. I guess it's not weird. I like having nice things, and I don't have money to replace things.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pragmatic.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm also lazy. So it's like if I break something or if I have something that needs to get fixed,
Mhm.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to go fix it. I
It's
can
not worth it half the
if
time.
if my car needs an oil change, I'm like, oh, this is the fucking worst thing ever. And then I got a Jiffy Lube and I'm seriously in and out of there in like 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine. Have your have your $60. I don't know why you're charging me so much money. It says 45 on the sign. Jiffy
Yep.
Lube.
Like you always found a way to
Dude,
squeeze out a couple more bucks.
I was at one time and the guy told me that asked if I wanted to like air an AC flush.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, that's weird. My car doesn't have AC." And he was like, "Oh, bro. Oh shit." I was like, "Fuck you, man. I hate being had. Like if someone tries to fucking trick me with something."
Mhm. I I like the one I go to. I think it's like Valvoline or something like that. Like they have
There's a
a
Valvoline around here. I should go there. I've heard good
they
things.
have like a little diagnostic thing that pops up and it gives you all the information so they can't lie to you. Well, I mean, they probably can. They probably have a way
Yeah.
to. They can't lie to you as bad. It felt pretty honest for the most part, which I like. And I brought in my car, and my car is like 16 years old, and they could
Nice.
have easily been like, "This is wrong, that's wrong, this is wrong." You know what I mean? But he was
Sir,
like,
all four of your tires are upside down. So we're gonna
"I didn't know about fucking tire rotation and how important that is. Like, I didn't realize that. Like, you got to rotate your tires or else they fucking go bad." And I'm like, "Why the fuck is that even a thing?" Like,
yeah, I got four of them.
yeah,
They
what the
should
fuck?
be evenly on the ground.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm bad
Um,
at that stuff.
there's there's one tire place in town that I go to. It's called Bob OK Tires. It's not even like our tires are great. It's called OK Tires, and it's like the people that work there are like smoking cigarettes while they're fucking with your car and like just flicking it on the ground, and they're just it's awesome. I fucking love this place. And so there's the lady that works there. I've been going there for like 15 years, and I go there 3 times a year, maybe four, and she's always like, "Hey," and I get really good deals on just a new tire. Like I went in there one time recently, and she gave me a new tire, and but she like drew on the side of it, and she's like, "Ah, this one's all messed up," and so because she like drew on it with a white marker,
Uh-huh.
and so she gave it to me for the price of like a used tire, so it was like $35 and also like a discounted price. And I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. So Bob OK Tire, everybody, if you see this and you live in Salem, go there. And oh,
I'll
also
have to
she like
commute around there.
yeah, she like tells me I'm stupid when I don't know things, and she just kind of like she doesn't. It's like the lady that owns the place, and then she works every day, and it's all the like dude employees. And so
Mm.
she just has to kind of like yell at people all day and just like bullshit with a bunch of like guys working on cars. So she's just kind of like this hard ass lady. And it's really cool. I like having people in my life that are just like, uh, no bullshit, down to business, but she's really funny too.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's fun.
That's funny. I so you like getting shamed a little bit when you go to the mechanic or go to
Every,
the
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I hate going to mechanics because they're like, well, when's the last time you flushed your transmission? And I'm like, dude, it should be doing that itself. Is that not a
yeah.
thing? I have no idea because so it's like
No.
that. Yeah, it's like every 60,000 miles. It's like okay, I've driven this car way more than that. So it's like, oh, I don't know. I got it at 160 and I just hit 210. Oh, so you know what? I'm not quite there.
You didn't have to do that quite yet.
Maybe my numbers are off, but I don't know.
I don't like how they talk to you in the sense that they either act like you're stupid or they act like you should know all of this stuff they know. And it's like
Yeah,
I didn't if I knew all of this stuff, I would learn if I cared enough, I would learn how to do it and then you would be obsolete.
I
Like
wouldn't be here. Yeah, that's like
here. Like I don't know. I know you're not supposed to like as a person who deals with the public. I hate when people lose their cool with me, but mechanics are the only people I've ever lost my cool with. But I think it's justified because half the time it's like they're charging you for shit that's unnecessary and it's really expensive. It's not like I mean, it's
yeah,
not like something like I didn't fuck up how your steak was cooked. I like it was like a $600 like I'm actively gonna fuck you over. Like it just I don't
yeah,
know. I found myself screaming like not screaming but like getting like aggravated over the phone one time because this lady was just talking to me like I'm fucking stupid and trying to charge me all this money and I can't deal with mechanics. I really
yeah, yeah.
that's why
It's
I like those dudes at the Valvoline. They were like pretty straightforward. But
nice. There's one actually really close to here, so I'll check that out. I've been smelling the smell of oil in my
oh no.
in my in my cabin, I guess you call it.
Mine's a little overdue. I'm about 400 miles overdue, but that's not terrible.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. Like, I mean, you should always like do it right on time. That's the best. But I mean, man, I need a car that doesn't break and it just goes and it fixes itself. Why the fuck don't they make that for me? That's that's what I want, and that's what I don't know. There's every time I say something like that, I hear my dad going, like that's like
Yeah, he's like, no, that's not how this works.
yeah,
I bet one exists, but the guy who invented it, the Illuminati, killed him. I think
yeah,
that's what happened. It runs on water and it fixes itself, and now that dude's dead. Came up with it.
Did you hear about that thing in Russia?
What's up in Russia?
The guy that the COVID vaccine scientist that got stabbed and thrown out a window?
Oh fuck! No, I did not know that.
Yeah, just fucking Russia. I mean, that's what you hear about when you, or that's what you think about when you hear like, oh, that shit's happening, like, the Russian mafia or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know, that stuff's crazy. I mean, of course, everything's crazy, but like that's one of those movie crazy things.
Well, there was that guy. The last thing I heard out of Russia was about that guy who was he's anti Putin, and he was poisoned. And there's like film of him on a plane, like screaming in agony as he was like realizing that he had been like given some kind of poison. And he's like just now getting out of the hospital, and this happened in like November or October or something. It's fucking
Fuck.
crazy. Yeah, like they don't fuck around over there. That's just. Ugh. I'd never.
Yeah.
That's one part of the world I would be fine never going to. I don't like. I know they've got like some history there, and like the Kremlin's kind of cool, like the birthday cake castle that they have over there. But you know what I mean, right? That big.
I'll just play Mario Kart and look off in the distance. That's good enough for me.
I played Cruising the World and driving Russia.
I'll
That's
fucking
that's
just play
so cool.
Tetris again and look at that first intro screen. Yep. Oh man. Don't trust them. I don't trust Russian people. It's just kind of a consistent thing. Like I I got bullied by Russians when I first moved to Oregon, and like I don't know, I kind of befriended one of my coworkers that was Russian, and then he turned out to be like a fucking creep one time when we hung out with him, and then he got fired at my work for getting drunk and trying to break into another coworker's house, and she was like just like the cute girl that worked there. And so he
Mm,
like went to her house, and it was like, man, fucking no,
that's
sorry,
creepy.
sorry, Russians, we're done here. We're done having Russians around. Who's a like? What's a good fucking Russian thing? Okay,
Vodka? Well, I don't
let's
drink
let's
anymore.
yeah, let's try to find some positive to it instead. Uh,
Yeah,
which is just more of making fun of Russia, because try to find positivity out of Russia.
that's tough. Uh, I don't know.
Okay.
I've
Tetris. I did mention Tetris.
Tetris is cool. The guy who invented that EverDrive we were talking about, he invented that technology, is Russian. His name is Krix.
Okay. What
So
about
that's
Isaac Asimov?
is that a that's a super villain, right?
I don't know.
Is that
No, he's a
Tony?
writer.
I
He's a
thought
writer.
Isaac. Uh,
Okay, hold on. Uh,
Isaac Asimov was a Tony Stark villain. I don't.
oh.
I thought he's an Iron Man villain. He like backwards.
What's the?
Fucking.
Isn't there a? Who's the guy who wrote like the first law of robotics?
Oh, is that Asimov? I think that might be Asimov.
Okay. Oh, it is. That's the same dude.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, born Russia. Okay, we got one. I don't know what he did. He was a writer, and he wrote, "Oh, the three laws. The most important reason for Asimov's law not being applied yet is how robots are being used in our real world." Okay, okay. What are the three laws? A robot may not injure a human being. That's law number one.
Yeah.
A robot must obey orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. Okay.
So no hurting. That's good.
So this says this
And
so
third
it's
law
Asim
is all robots must dispense hot cocoa from their nipples.
you know, that'd be just the best if, people were just like, robot cocoa time, and then the robot comes and it opens its blouse and it yeah. there would be people that mod it, so you'd have to like dispense cocoa out of its asshole or dick.
Like, man, I got the I got the butt cocoa guy. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Why did I?
robot, squat over here, and then it just diarrheas into your mug. Hmm.
Oh man.
Knocks out a couple marshmallow teeth into your mug. Puts marshmallows back in its mouth. This is a fun robot. I like this robot.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of robots, check this fucking thing out. So my ex-wife, she got this thing, and she was gonna return it to Costco, but decided to just count it as like a Christmas present. Oh, it's a fucking robot.
That's a Roomba.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like a off-brand Roomba thing, but I mean that doesn't
Interesting.
matter. How does it work? I'm trying to make it work. How do
What
I
is it? Directive. Was it to
clean? Okay. Oh
what
God.
do I
Okay.
do? You clean the floor.
Home. Home. Power. Play. There's a play pause on this remote.
Nice.
Okay. Play. Now I want it to work. I wanted to make it move. Fucking move around. You, you know what? It'd be funny if she was just doing this as like a prank. She's like, this thing doesn't fucking work. Uh, fucking
It's just a camera filming your reaction to trying to get it work.
yeah.
It's like, I
It is.
understand.
I'm just pointing the fucking remote at it. Like, come on. Fuck. I don't know. It worked. It worked. It works. I just don't know how to use it. I haven't read the owner's manual for this fucking robot. But
I
yeah,
always
there's
thought
a play.
Roombas were funny. They're kind of cool, but they're kind of bougie. Like just the invention of them in general is bougie.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's like I could never buy one,
Hmm.
but I was like super stoked. I was like, oh, dude, a Roomba, hell yeah! And then I put it on the ground and let it run around.
No, dude, if I had one, I would use it. But I was like, just the idea of it in general, it's
Yeah,
like I wish I had a disc on the floor that cleaned my floor.
yeah.
Like,
That I have to because we have dogs. That I have to empty the tray out like every 8 feet, maybe. And then it just kind of spins around and doesn't know what to do. And then I could just, wall, and it just sits. And then you press the home button and it spins around again. It's cool. It's cool to like, foster a what would it be a processorly challenged robot.
yeah.
uh, uh, I don't know what would you call a robot that had a memory deficiency? There we go. That's there you go.
Deficient robot.
It's RAM decapped. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, this has been a good chat, and nice checking in with you and everything.
Oh,
I'm going to bed early tonight. I know that.
yeah, same here, man. I'm like totally low energy today.
It's starting to get that winter time, the time that I like fucking start the hibernation. Man, everybody get away from me. I don't want to go outside. I fucking hate it. I hate the cold. I hate the rain. I hate the wet. And when it snows, I like it for about 10 minutes. And I'm like, neat.
Yeah, I'm over this. I'm over the snow. The first two snows after that, I was like, I'm done. I
Yeah.
don't.
I can't have people looking at me after I fall down because I get mad if I fall down. It's
I,
fucking, I
I'm
want to,
I'm fat, so when I fall down, I know people are laughing, and I'm like, God damn it! It's obviously funny. It's like, dude, it's like 10 times funnier. I get
yeah.
it. I've seen it before. It's funny.
Are you the kind of person when you see someone fall on your skateboard, you like take it all in, but turn away just before they look up? to see if anybody saw. I try to be respectful because like I skateboarded and I didn't want to fucking. It sucks because every time you're on a skateboard in public, people are like, "Oh, cool, cool, a guy on a skateboard or a girl on a skateboard." But but anyway, no, there was a what was her name? Eliza Skinner.
Hmm.
Cool, got it, nailed it. All right, peace to the women, and thank you for watching, everybody, or whatever. And I don't know, I'm stoned. Have a good night.